The state of San Andreas has always been a hotspot for UFO sightings and other supposed alien activity. If you look hard enough, you will find evidence of them everywhere. Throughout my many years here in Los Santos, I have extensively researched all of the places where there is evidence of aliens. I even attempted to talk to some of the locals. Aliens and UFOs in general have always fascinated me, but I could never find any real answers for any of the sightings or the murals that I found. The best potential evidence that I came across was a crashed UFO far under the ocean, and a different looking UFO I found in Fort Zancudo. This one was only here around Halloween of 2021 and 2022. But are these really alien ships, or are they extremely advanced military aircraft? Perhaps it was a top secret project developed from alien technology. Well, either way, I had much more questions than answers. After years of research and reports of sightings that led to nowhere, I still didn't have any real evidence of aliens. That is until May 11th, 2022. On a dark, stormy night, I was flying my bitch stick, doing yet another supply mission for my bunker. I was looking for an alien spaceship. I had heard a theory that doing 600 or more supply missions would cause aliens to come, and they would leave an alien egg for me to collect. Then if you collect this egg, you must drink Macbeth whiskey shots to pass out, and the aliens would take you into their ship. They would then leave you on the top of Mount Chiliad with a strange tattoo. I have a whole video about this process, as it was no small feat to attempt. Anyway, it turned out that this theory was true, and there really was an alien ship out there. This is what happened when I approached it. When I got close, my Mark II's engines cut out completely, and it wouldn't restart. So I got off and cautiously made my way over to the UFO. It was mostly intact, but definitely suffered significant damage from crashing into the ground. I searched the entire UFO, but there was no clear way to get inside it. There were several dead soldiers and scientists around the crash site, presumably from the Zancudo military base. Perhaps they shot down this UFO. It looked very similar, if not identical, to the one that I found in the ocean. Walking around the UFO, I found a strange object hidden underneath it. It was what appeared to be an alien egg. I approached it carefully and collected it. Then suddenly, there they were. I was initially threatened by them, and my immediate reaction was to shoot at them. They immediately disappeared after I fired. I then realized my mistake. I didn't want the aliens to see me as a threat. I wanted to learn more about them. After further investigating the crash site, it was clear that the aliens were nowhere to be seen. And I was left with more questions than answers. What caused this UFO to crash? What happened to its passengers? Where did it come from? Why was there so many dead soldiers and scientists around? And did the aliens perform, experiments on them? Will the aliens ever come back? And most importantly, what do I do with their egg? I knew I couldn't rest until I could investigate further. The theory that the aliens would arrive after completing 600 supply missions had turned out to be true. So would the rest of the theory be true? The only way to know was to try it. But the theory says that it needs to be stormy, rainy, or snowy weather, and between the hours of 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. when you drink the Macbeth whiskey shot and pass out. But after weeks of trying this, I never saw it raining, snowy, or stormy at the required hours. So my only option was to wait until winter and hope that it would be snowy consistently. A few months after my encounter with the crashed UFO, in October of 2022, I had the perfect opportunity to meet the aliens again. The weather was extremely chaotic, and it was often stormy and rainy at the right times. So I was able to start drinking some Macbeth whiskey shots. Not only was the weather perfect for meeting some aliens, but they kept making surprise visits over several parts of San Andreas. This was an unprecedented and amazing surprise. These UFOs were seen by everyone in the state through most of October of 2022. The first UFOs were spotted here, above the waters of Paleto Bay. One of them seemed to be directly above the crashed UFO. So of course I immediately tried to make contact with them once again. But when I got close, this is what happened. UFOs at the beginning stages. What I saw, I looked out the window. It was amazing. Once again, in an instant, they were gone. But the next night, they returned, and then they kept coming back. As the days went on, more and more sightings were reported by hundreds of terrified people around the whole state of San Andreas. Not only did they seem to come back at the same time every night, but they also brought more and more UFOs each night. Eventually the sky was littered with dozens of UFOs, including several over the city of Los Santos.
There's like 3 over the city, like over the buildings in the city.
Anybody that managed to get close to the UFOs was met with the same phenomenon that happened to me when I first encountered them. You got too close to the UFO, your engine and electronics in your vehicle would shut down. This would stop any vehicle for at least a few seconds. Then there would be a huge flash of lightning and the UFO would be gone in an instant. This led to several pilots and even some drivers on the ground being killed in crashes. Was this simply the UFO's defense system? Or was this an attack? It is reasonable to assume that they would want revenge. It definitely seems like the US military shot down several alien UFOs in the past. Or perhaps this was an unintended consequence of the UFO's movements. I tried several times to get a close look at or make contact with the UFOs.
Amazing. UFOs in the beginning stage is what I saw. I looked out the window. As it started raining, they started looking for non-alkaline batteries distributed through warehouses where they gave off a metallic scent, where most of the corroded parts were sent, mailed by places like Area 54. The software was obscene, liquid. The government had no idea they would come for another planet under the radar and fix it, like cornbread on a pan. 2 nights in a row, I saw they lay eggs and call my cousins. Nothing never seen since. Diana was seen with the gargoyles. Hot specimens they left in aluminum foil. Why would 100 things with wings be flying over that festival, the governor's ball? Because it was a myth. They say they seen them hanging over Minneapolis, St. Paul. UFOs, St. Paul. UFOs in the beginning stages. What I saw, I looked out the window. It was amazing. Amazing. UFOs in the beginning stages. What I saw, I looked out the window. It was amazing. UFOs in the beginning stages. What I saw, I looked out the window.
I was almost killed when my jet was shot down in flight. This became very frustrating, so I decided on a more aggressive approach. Because of the aliens' omnipotent presence, I felt that firing weapons close to them would only alert them to my presence and certainly wouldn't harm them. I also put on my alien outfit and my Epsilon robes to hopefully convey a familiar and friendly face to them. As you saw, everything I fired at them seemed to stop right in front of the UFOs, as if it hid an invisible force field. I was really struggling to get close to any of the UFOs. So what more could I do to get close? I was also drinking Macbeth whiskey shots every night, and despite there being aliens in the sky all the time, I was never abducted. That is, until October 29th of 2022. We were leaving my office in Maysbank Tower when
The anticipation.
Yeah.
Oh my god, one spawned in right in my view of the door.
They're like just right there. No way, it's working!
No
It's happening!
way!
I wish I was in first person for this. Fuck.
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
Oh my god, I got the pants.
Nice.
Fuck, where
I
did
got
you
underwear
spawn?
on.
Yeah, I got the underwear on too.
UFO boxer
yeah.
shorts have been unlocked and added to your wardrobe.
Yeah,
I'm all
me
the
too.
way at the top of the fucking map.
Oh my god, me too. I'm by the mill. Oh, you're way up here.
That's amazing.
Oh my god, that was so
I wish we got to see the inside of the alien spaceship, but that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that was still pretty cool.
Obviously, we were very excited. After I got abducted, I tried it multiple times again, but never got to see the inside of the UFO, or any aliens at all. I just wasn't satisfied. I wanted to see some damn aliens. Then I had an idea. What if I use my blimp to fly close? If I fly high above the UFOs, then even if the engines cut out, it should still be able to float. Well, there was only one way to find out. Well, that didn't work as I thought it would. I was able to fly right through the UFO with my blimp. It was completely empty. I was very disappointed to not see any aliens or any explanation as to what these UFOs actually were. A few months later, I eventually managed to wake up on top of Mount Chiliad with a tattoo that seemingly was from the aliens. I woke up just in time to see their UFO fly away. But unfortunately, like the other abductions, I never actually saw any aliens. My encounter outside of Fort Zancudo remains the only time I have ever actually seen aliens. Although I read recent reports that there have been UFO sightings over San Andreas again. Maybe I will finally get to see and meet some real aliens this time. Well, I hope you guys like this different style of video. If you did, let me know because I have a lot of plans to make more videos like this. I think there's a lot of potential with GTA Online and the Rockstar editor. Anyway, thanks for watching.